So I've just done another annual tidy of this growing area where I have my rabbit cages. This is the first time in a long time this whole side I've cleared away. I normally have my little seeds or cuttings growing along here, but I've either transplanted them all or moved them somewhere else, or here, these are the bigger ones of some of them, I've actually put them in pots in a line along my vegetable bed, and these are for anyone who comes here that wants to take a tree. They can come along and choose one. Anything remaining, I'll keep this area going all the time I have extra, but then anytime I have anything remaining and we open up for guests for our Airbnbs, I'm going to put them, keep them in these pots, not plant them out, but put them by the accommodation, and they will know these are the trees they can pick the fruit or the crops from. Of course, anything spare I have, I will take to them anyway. So the trees that are here right now is this little fig tree, which, if you can see, it's got purple figs on already. So as I say, these will go down near the accommodation if anyone else wants to take them. This is a pomegranate. It's an olive tree, although they're not eating olives, these ones. It's nice to have an olive tree for them to see and have. Another olive tree. Another little tiny fig tree right now. And this one I am actually keeping up here. I think it's a nut tree, because I tried to grow a certain type of nut and they never took, and then suddenly I saw this in a pot and I think this is it. So again, if any of you can tell which nut it is it a type of hazelnut? And they tried to tell me it was a type of hazelnut, but to me hazelnut's a small round thing. But anyway, I'm not very good on nuts. So if any of you know what that is, let me know. Is my child doing well? This is just a random bed really. Some broccoli. Other huge pepper trees. Chilli tree. And the artichokes coming up in the bed here, and I grow these flowers in between because they are the opposite season. So once the artichoke comes up, the flowers go. But it's nice to have the flowers when the artichokes have all died back. So here is another clump growing, the artichokes. Again, no rain and no water. They grow very well here. The artichokes begin to grow in the very beginning of November, with their first little bit of showing was actually the very end of October, and this was without any rain. And the melons finally appeared. We've eaten some already. They're not very big, but then these are later than they would normally be here. There's quite a patch of them here in this bed. I was showing you my tidy area. So now my rabbit cages, we had these old plastic cups. Rather than throw them, I've made holes in the bottom and I'm growing my seeds in them, and underneath each one I put whatever else I have. We keep these dessert dishes, plastic, but at least I'm using the plastic again. And here I've cut down milk bottle bottoms, and the cups stand nicely in those. And I've put them all in crates just so I can section them out. And this is my new naming way so I can show you what's in them. Forget these two plants because these are something else, but the rest of them, this is how I've labelled everything, and I put the stones upside down on the crates or my growing areas to know what's there, or else I use, if it's in a bed, I actually put a handle of an old fly swatter. You can write on that in marker pen, and you can get the permanent marker pen off if you want to change the name of what you're growing with some nail varnish remover or acetone or something like that. And then these in this half of the rabbit cage are what was on the floor left, and these are just cuttings. So again, olive trees, they just grow so randomly around here. People like to take my olive trees, but they like me to grow them first for them. And other little seedlings or cuttings that come up. And right now the other cage, it's got some of the lids and bases drying out that I've just cleared up. But in the bottom, this grow bag, bottom half of a grow bag, I've put old melons in, so see if they seed on their own. And as you can see, the base of the rabbit cages, I've had to put old planks in. These were just rubbish that Mike didn't want anymore, so I've reused those. And that's because the bottom, the mesh is so up and down. I've not done anything fantastic with them. I've literally laid them in, and if it was a bit up and down, I just put rocks underneath to level it out. Just gives me a slightly firm base to put them on. So that's a little update just of what I've been doing right now. While we're in this area, this is where the two old baths are, and my peppers have been doing so well. Really pleased with my peppers. I've had bigger ones than this, but these have gone a really beautiful red. So this is in one bath with the asparagus, and I'm going to grow all peppers in here now, like normal, what do you call them, bell peppers, that type of peppers, because this seems to be a good bed for those. And it's just going to be that and the asparagus, although I believe there's some onions that pop up in there. So there, the second bed is, do you remember I moved all my odd peppers, the Mexican peppers, chilies, Mexican chili peppers, and all the odd ones. These are what my friends like from me, so they're all in there. And then this area, and then this area, the bed in front of it, these are any flowers and plants that I'm cultivating, growing, that I've done from seeds or cuttings. So those pots just lie around here, watering those. And this is in chilies and peppers. This is all this bed is now going to be. So I've got lots of new chilies and peppers here. And some more plants. These are the type of succulent that grow as hanging plants. Again, I'm getting these prepared because I'll probably want to put these around the accommodation somewhere. They don't need much watering, so that's perfect. I don't need to disturb the guests that want privacy. I need some plants for them and some more peppers. And also we do have the rockery right by one of the accommodations, so we do have, if you've seen my video on my rockery plants, all the succulents, there is flowers there, and there's also an oleander. Let me just show you that. Let me go down there, and maybe sometime. Yeah, so plenty of exercise, just walking from one area of my land to another. So this is the rockery by one of the accommodations, and this I just put all succulents in. And the back we have oleander and geranium. some extra colour flowers. And that's Mike's workshop, one of his workshops, one of the outbuildings that I showed you around in a previous video, in the background. And I just wanted to show you this amazingly huge broccoli leaf. I have big leaves, but this one is pretty huge. And on the same date, this is the potatoes starting to bloom in the hugel culture area. It's really pretty flowers.